It's Masters Weekend. Hey everybody, Dan Hellman here, physical therapist, Golf Digest, top fitness professional since 2019, and I want to share with you some of my favorite longevity exercises for golf. In my opinion, golf is the greatest sport on the face of this earth, and I truly believe you should be able to play golf until the day you die. Now here are my 6 most powerful longevity exercises that I know for golf. Now, before you do these exercises, please check out my golf warm-up that I did earlier this week. And now let's get going. All right, following the warm-up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the thoracic spine. The thoracic spine is the most important part of the body to keep mobile along with the hips. And we're gonna do what's called a global postural stretch of the thoracic spine. It's 3 movements holding for 30 seconds. The first movement, you wanna sit tall on the bench, push the crown the head to the ceiling, chin is in, eyes are down. Bring your arms out in front of you, full extension, spread the fingers, pull the wrist back. Now, push your palms forward, and now stick your spine straight back. So if I quick turn sideways, you see that I'm rounded like this. I'm pushing the crown of my head to the ceiling. I'm pushing my palms forward. I'm holding and breathing for 30 seconds. I feel like I'm pushing the palms further away and pushing my thoracic spine straight back. Now what that's doing is that's gonna go ahead and that's gonna open up the joints of the thoracic spine. Now once I've done that for 30 seconds, the next move is to side bend. We need to side bend down to get the ball. For this one, I want you to sit nice and tall again, push the crown of the head to the ceiling. Let's go ahead and start with a right side bend. If you're a right-handed golfer, that's gonna be extremely important. Let's bring that left hand. Let's bring the palm facing the ceiling. Let's bring the right arm. Let's go full external rotation. So turn your palm out and away from you. Spread your fingers, pull your wrist back. And now at the same time, I want you to pretend that I took an axle and I drilled it right through your sternum. This is your pivot point. I want you to drive your right palm down to the floor. But most importantly, I want you to drive that left elbow up to the ceiling. And now I feel this all right here on this side of my body. I feel nothing on the right side. So for 30 seconds, you're gonna drive the left palm up to the ceiling. The left elbow up to the ceiling, the right palm down to the floor. And what I think the big move is now is in my brain, I'm gonna translate my ribs to the left, opening up even more and feeling like I'm breathing into these ribs. Breathe in. Breathe out and try to drive that elbow to the ceiling a little bit more and that right palm down to the floor a little bit more. 30 seconds is up. Go ahead and slowly relax. And now we have to switch sides. So right palm faces the ceiling. Left arm full external rotation. Spread the fingers and drive that right elbow to the ceiling and left palm down to the floor. Hold and breathe for 30 seconds. And don't forget, translate those ribs to the right and breathe into that right rib cage and then breathe out and drive that right elbow up to the ceiling. 30 seconds is up, slowly relax. Now, typically on that move, I will do that move anywhere from 1 to 3 times. Now, the third move is the rotation. And now we're gonna really play with the rotation of the thoracic spine. So you're gonna bring both arms out in front. Again, same sitting posture. Push the crown of the head to the ceiling. Chin is in. Eyes are down in front of you. Bring both arms out in front of you again. Now, pretend like you're going to pull a bow and arrow. Turn the right palm down and pull the bow back. Now, the right arm or the arm that's pulling the bow, the elbow is always going to be slightly higher than the wrist. That left arm is straight out in front. And now I pull that bow back. And now for the next 30 seconds, every time I breathe out, I literally feel like I'm trying to increase the distance between the tip of my right elbow and the tip of my left palm. I'm also hopefully looking in a mirror, making sure that my spine is really nice and straight. I'm pushing the crown of my head to the ceiling. I'm working. Every time I breathe out, I try to go a little further. Now, if you're a right-handed golfer, amazing move for your backswing. What I would do is I would slowly relax, and then I would switch sides and do the same thing on the left side for 30 seconds. Now, here's the cool thing about this particular move. If I take my lead arm and I drop my lead arm down below parallel, but I keep this bow arm always doing the same thing, elbow slightly above the wrist. I now work a little bit higher in the thoracic spine. So if that's where you're more stiff, you would want to drop that front arm down, and you would want to do this stretch in this variation. Slowly relax and switch sides. If I'm more stiff in my lower thoracic spine, which I think where most people would be middle to low, you're going to bring that lead arm and you're going to bring it above parallel. Again, the arm that pulls the bow does the same thing, elbow slightly above the wrist, and now I pull back and I'm pushing in this vector here, and now I feel that much lower in my T-spine. If you really want to get great thoracic mobility, my suggestion would be to do 30 seconds with the lead arm at parallel, 30 seconds with the lead arm above parallel, and 30 seconds with the lead arm below parallel. And again, don't forget, you got to switch sides, because if I'm going this way, if I'm a right-handed golfer, that's going to improve my backswing. And then when I go this way, if I'm a right-handed golfer, that's going to improve my follow-through. Now, that is my most important mobility stretch that I can show you for the thoracic cage. Next, let's go ahead and do the most powerful stretch that I know for your hips down on the floor. Now, I think the key for longevity for golf is to keep the thoracic spine mobile and to keep the hips mobile. And then the lumbar spine in between, that's going to be stable. So we want to make sure that we're not utilizing the lumbar spine for rotation, because the lumbar spine does not rotate. So we've showed you the mobilization for the thoracic cage. Now I'm going to show you probably one of the most powerful mobilization or mobility moves for the pelvis. Now there's many different exercises I could show here, but I want to show you my top favorite go-to moves. And for the pelvis, it's the obturator, and for the pelvis and for the hips, it's the obturator internus. The obturator internus is a big muscle that makes up your entire pelvic floor, along with the levator ani, has a big, powerful component of rotation. So to stretch the right obturator internus, I'm going to go on this 90-90 position like this. This is a really difficult move for a lot of people, so you might have to have some props handy. I'm going to bring my left thigh straight out in front of me, my knee at 90, my back thigh straight out from my side, my knee at 90. Now, take your left hand, prop yourself up really tall. For many of you, this is already going to start stretching. What I want you to do is I want you to gently push your left knee down to the floor. And now this right sit bone, my right sit bone, that bone that you sit on when you sit, is off the ground about that far. I want you to push your left knee down to the floor, and I want you to try to sink your right sit bone into the ground. I cannot touch my right sit bone on the ground. If I could, I probably didn't need this stretch. Now, for a lot of you, this is it. You're going to turn your belly button over your thigh as much as you can, push the crown of your head to the ceiling, and then the last move you want to do, which is the money move, is in your brain, you want to try to push your right hip out of its socket. So I'm going to gently push my right knee away from me. I'm going to hold and breathe for 30 seconds. Now, if you want to go further, the ideal stretch is you would take this arm off the floor. You would literally turn your belly button over your back leg, erect the spine. Again, push the left knee down to the floor, right sit bone into the ground. Now, I would lead with my belly button like I'm trying to go forward. I'm trying to put my belly button over my right knee, erect the spine, and then your last move again before the clock starts is to push your right knee away from you, hold and breathe for 30 seconds. If you can't do that, I have a ball here. You could always prop yourself up against a ball, or you could take a rope or a band, tie a rope or a band to something that doesn't move, and actually hold yourself up in this position. When you're done with the 30 seconds, go ahead and relax, and go ahead and switch sides, and bring that right leg in front of you, the left leg behind you, and now we're going to be working the left obturator internus. I would tell you that you should do this stretch a minimum of 2 to 3 times on each side. And now that we have the two most powerful stretching exercises, one for the thoracic spine, one for the hips and the pelvis, now we're going to do some Eldoa, the most powerful tools for the longevity of your spine. And I have chosen the Eldoa at L4, L5, T12 at 1 because that's where the transition joint starts, where it starts to rotate. T8, T9 is the apex of rotation of the thoracic spine, and the ever powerful L5, S1. So let's get set up now for 4 very powerful Eldoa. Now, let's go ahead and do those Eldoa. Again, Eldoa, French acronym, designed by the late great osteopath Dr. Guy Voyer. In my opinion, the most powerful tools I have in my toolbox for spinal health. Now, we're going to use our breathing. Every time we breathe in, we get taller. We're going to breathe out. We're not going to let ourselves get shorter. So let's start with L4, L5. L4, L5 is the second most commonly injured vertebra in most athletics and most human beings. You're going to sit on your butt. You're going to bend your knees to 90 degrees. You're going to let your legs flop open. So I got a 90-degree angle here and here. And I want you to do these with me at home because I'm going to do them with you. I want you to pull your little toes up toward your nose, hold on to your shins. If you take 2 of your hand widths, you should be able to put 2 of your hand widths between your heels, hold on to your shins, feel your right and left sit bone, make sure you're sitting in the middle, push the crown of the head to the ceiling, chin is in, eyes are down. Hopefully, if you're looking in a mirror, your spine is nice and straight. And now we're going to get the timer ready. We're going to play Spider-Man, Spider-Man, and we're going to work for 1 minute. We're going to raise our arms up above our head like we're Charles Atlas holding up the world. And now I'm going to take a breath in for 2 seconds through my nose. I felt myself get taller. I'm going to breathe out, and I'm not going to let myself get shorter. Now, I want you to keep working at home. If you can't hold this position, you can always bring your arms down in front of you. You can even hold on to your shins as long as you're going straight up, spinal erection. That's all I care about. Now, as you're focusing, breathe in for 2 seconds. Let's even get taller. Breathe out for 4 seconds. Don't get shorter. Put your focus 1 inch below your belly button. That's L4. Pretend like L4 is an elevator cart. You just push the button and the elevator is going up to the ceiling. So you're lifting L4 up off of L5. Another thought that you could have is that you're lifting your rib cages up off of your pelvis. Keep breathing in. We're almost done. We got 5 seconds left. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And now the timer's going off. Bring those arms strong in front of you. Grab your shins. Go even taller. And now slowly relax your spine. Put your arms behind you. Give yourself a break. That's L4, L5, and now we're going to move up to T12, L1. All right, everyone, now we're going after T12, L1. T12, L1 is the transition joint between the first lumbar and the last thoracic. It's where the facet joints begin to change, and it's where we start to get some rotation. Now, T12, L1, we have to do it in asymmetry, so we're going to have 1 on each side, so it's going to be 2 minutes total. Very important setup on this. Sit with your legs straight. Bend one knee to 90 degrees. When you bend the knee, I want the foot to come straight back toward your butt. The foot does not cross the midline of the body. Let that leg flop open. Pull your little toe toward your nose. Hold on to your shin. Now, the left leg, turn the kneecap in, pull the big toe toward the nose, and slide that leg out like a block so that leg is at 45 degrees. Now, it's very easy to sit to the right side. I need you to feel your right and left sit bone. Make sure you're in the middle. Push your tailbone down to the ground. Push your crown of your head to the ceiling. Chin is in. The eyes are down. Put your left hand on your thigh. Shoulder blades are frontalized, nice and straight. And now here we go. We're going to let go of the right side. We're going to bring both your arms out in front. Clock is going. We're going to bring both your arms up to the ceiling. We're going to push both at the same time. But now I'm going to drop that left hand back down to my thigh with my palm facing the ceiling. And my shoulders are square to the room in front of me. And now for 2 seconds, I inhale, I get taller, I breathe out for 4 seconds, I don't get shorter. I want you to always breathe in and out through the nose. Breathe in through the nose, get taller. For 2 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, don't get shorter. Keep doing that over and over. Keep the chin in, keep the eyes down, keep your face relaxed. Again, if this is too difficult of a position for you, you can always bring your arm down in front. If you have to, starting out, you can even hold on to your shin. It's all about pushing the crown of your head to the ceiling and getting your spine really straight. I want that arm as close to your head as possible, so it's straight up and down. Spread those fingers, pull the wrist back. We're using the fascia to pull T12 up off of L1. So let's use everything we got. Now we're almost done. Keep pushing. Last 5 seconds. Breathe. Go taller. And now bring that right arm in front, nice and strong. Grab your shin. Go even taller. Slowly relax your spine. Just let's take 1 second. Straighten your legs out. Bring your arms behind you. Give yourself a quick little break. And now let's go on to the other side. Bend that left knee straight up to 90. Let that leg flop open. Pull the little toe up toward the nose. Hold on to your shin. Right leg. Kneecap in. Pull the big toe toward your nose. Slide that leg out 45 degrees like a block. Feel your right and left sit bone. Right hand on your thigh, palm facing the ceiling. Square spine, looking in the mirror, chin is in, eyes are down. Here we go. We're going to bring both arms out. Clock is started. Spread the fingers, pull the wrist back. Bring the arms above the head. I want you to push both arms equally. Now keep pushing and release that right arm down. And now here we go. Breathe in for 2 seconds, get taller. Breathe out for 4 seconds, don't get shorter. You literally, during the Eldoa, the crown of your head is literally getting closer to the ceiling. Your palm is literally getting closer to the ceiling. You are getting taller. If you do a consistent Eldoa program, as you get older, I'll tell you what, you will not get shorter. Keep pushing that palm to the ceiling. Keep driving the crown of the head to the ceiling. Keep the face relaxed. Breathe in for 2 seconds. Get taller. Breathe out for 4 seconds. Don't get shorter. Breathe in for 2 seconds. Get even taller. Breathe out for 4 seconds. Don't get shorter. We got just 5 seconds left. Keep pushing. Work harder and harder. You can always go a little bit more. Now bring that arm in front of you strong. Grab the shin. Go even taller. And slowly relax your spine. Put your arms behind you. Shake your legs out. And let's take a second. And now we'll move up to T8 and T9. All right. T8, T9, the epicenter of rotation. If you're a golfer, this is one of your best friends to keep the mobility in your thoracic spine. It's also a very challenging Eldoa. Let's bring both the knees up to 90 degrees. If you take a fist width, you should be able to put a fist width between your heels, a fist width between your knees. Hold on to your knees so you don't have to work yet. Feel your right and left sit bones. Push your tailbone into the ground. Lift the crown of your head to the ceiling. Chin is in, eyes are down. And here we go. We're getting ready to go. Let's start the clock. Let's go. Our Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Spread the fingers. Pull the wrists back. Drive those arms up above your head. And now here we go. Breathe in for 2 seconds. Get taller. Breathe out for 4 seconds. Do not get shorter. Over and over again. You should now feel this between your shoulder blades. So the posture has moved the tension up into our body, so it's more up in the thoracic spine now. This is probably the most powerful posture exercise I know as a therapist. Spread those fingers, pull the wrist back, keep lifting those palms to the ceiling. This is such a difficult Eldoa. If you can't do both arms above your head, you could do 30 seconds with one arm in front, one arm above. You could do the other 30 seconds with them switched. If you have to, you can do the Eldoa with your arms in front. Some people even have to hold on to their knees and do the Eldoa. But the full Eldoa is with your arms above your head. Last 5 seconds. Keep pushing a little bit more. Now keep those arms really strong. Bring them in front. Grab your shins. Go even taller. And now slowly relax your spine. And now we're going to go ahead and transition for L5S1, the Grandmaster Eldoa. We're going to be lying on your back, and in your house, you're going to need a wall, and it's always easier if you have a door jamb or a corner because you need to get your sit bones up against the wall, and your legs are going to be up and down on the wall. So please try to find a place at home, and let's get to it. All right, let's get the L5S1. This one feels so good because you get to relax your spine into the floor and your legs up the wall. I'm in my studio here where I just have a flat wall in the back. I don't have a corner to get into. So it's a little bit more challenging, but you still can do it. Go ahead and go on your side. Push yourself into the wall with your forearm. Hold your butt cheeks in against the wall, and now spin around. And so now your body is perpendicular to the wall. Your legs are about 10 to 12 inches apart. And now what I want you to do is I want you just to go ahead and put your head down on the floor, and I want you to take your eyes and I want you to look down on the wall. Now, if your neck is so tight that when you put your head on the floor, that your neck is an extension like this. I want you to put a little pillow or pad underneath the back of your head, because ideally your chin is going to be slightly behind your forehead. I don't want it reversed. I don't want it like this. I want it like this, and I want your eyes down. Now, for many of you, you're not going to be able to get your legs straight right away. That's okay. For many of you, you're going to have to get in on the wall, grab a newspaper, magazine, iPad, Kindle, whatever, hold it right here, looking down with your eyes, and just take some time to put pressure in the back of your legs, and eventually, I promise you, your legs will go straight. Now, once your legs are straight, number one, eyes down. So you're playing a game. How low on the wall can you look? Number two, gently take the kneecaps and turn them in just a little bit. And number three, take the feet and pull the feet and the big toes down toward your nose. And that's going to increase the tension in the back of your legs. Now, don't let any of that go. Don't let the eyes go. Don't let the knees go. Don't let the feet go. From here, our arms are always going to do the Spider-Man move. Spread your fingers, pull your wrist back. And now from here, take your arms all the way overhead. If you can, touch your thumbs on the floor. If you can't, go to what your shoulders give you. That's okay. Now, since this is a golf longevity program, I want you to pretend a golf cart is coming to run you over. And you're going to take the tips of your palms and you're going to push the golf cart away from you. Now, keeping your eyes down, keeping your chin in, kneecaps in, big toes down to the nose, I want you to drive your heels to the ceiling. The clock starts now. You're going to breathe in for 2 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, over and over and over again. And I want you just to check in with yourself. Can you look down on the wall a little bit more? Can you turn your kneecaps in a tiny bit more? Can you pull your big toes down a little bit more? Can you push the golf cart away a little bit more? And now, can you get your heels even closer to the ceiling without your back coming away from the floor? We got 20 seconds left. Relax your belly. Try to look down on the wall some more. Try to turn your kneecaps in some more. Try to pull your big toes down some more. Push the golf cart away a little bit more and get the heels to the ceiling and a little bit more. Last 10 seconds. Make sure you keep your belly relaxed. Again, eyes are down. Push a little bit more. Come on, you can do it. And now, the clock is going off, so let's go ahead and relax only the arms. Once you relax the arms, relax just your feet. Let your knees turn out and let your knees bend. Go ahead and hug your knees. Relax your belly, your chest, your chin, and now your eyes. And now we're going to get up off the floor, and this is really important. Go ahead and hold on to your knees, and I want you to roll over like a log. I want you to go onto your hands and knees. I want you to bring one foot up in front, bring the other foot up in front, and now roll yourself up from the floor like a rag doll until you come into extension. And don't bend backwards. And this is my program to improve the longevity. And I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you can play the greatest game ever created for as long as you wish.